Cue the music!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hardest songs performed on RuPaul's Drag Race. For this list, we're looking at the most difficult pieces the queens were asked to bring to life, whether it was someone else's song or an original number they had to tackle. Some contestant placements will be discussed, so beware of spoilers if you aren't caught up. Which of these performances had you clacking your fan? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Call Me Mother. When Season 10 finalists Aquaria, Asia O'Hara, Eureka, and Cameron Michaels faced off in a four-way lip-sync to RuPaul's Call Me Mother, the results were decidedly mixed.
Guess who back in the house? Heels click clacking about. Fine fresh feminine style to 11. I'm divine so heavily.
The queens' relatively stationary performances arguably didn't do the song any justice, but we can't fully blame them. The track marked a bit of a departure for Ru when first released, packing more lyrical punch in fewer bars than we're used to. So it's an unforgiving lip-sync song, because if you don't catch every word, it will show. Maybe the final four were more worried about remembering the lyrics than they were about putting on a show? We probably would be too. Number 9. Oops, I Did It Again. Some Britney Spears tunes are just harder to lip-sync than others. That's what the series' first double sachet victims, Honey Mahogany and Vivian Panay, found out during the show's 5th season.
Think I did it again.
Although the performer's energy is lacking, the song is deceptively paced. It's not exactly upbeat and up-tempo, and not exactly downbeat and down-tempo either.
I did it again. I played with your heart.
As far as Britney Spears songs go, Oops, I Did It Again sits somewhere between over-the-top theatrics and subtle drama. Now, drag may be many things, but it's rarely an art form that lends itself to the middle ground. So unless you've got the Britney-isms down as precisely as Derek Barry, or you can stay on beat while being gut-bustingly funny, you're gonna struggle with this one.
That innocent.
Number 8. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia monologue. This one's technically not a song, but that's exactly what makes it so hard.
Excuse me. Aren't you Marjorie Lee Winnick, the current Miss Georgia World?
Drag queens have been lip-syncing to spoken word for much longer than Drag Race has been around. Still, it wasn't until the All-Stars All-Winners edition that Ru gave the first spoken word lip-sync duel.
Excuse me. Aren't you Marjorie Lee Winnick, the current Miss Georgia World?
Why, yes, I am.
I'm Julia Sugarbaker, Suzanne Sugarbaker's sister. I couldn't help overhearing part of your conversation.
You couldn't pick a better pair of queens for that honor than Jinx Monsoon and Monet Exchange. Without music or dancing to fall back on, the queens were forced to serve their best pantomime performances.
Or that when she emerged from the isolation booth to answer the question, what would you do to prevent war? She spoke so eloquently of patriotism, battlefields, and diamond tiaras. Grown men wept.
No flips, no kicks, no splits, just emotion and precise timing. It was never more important to feel every word and pair it with the right gesture.
And that, Marjorie, just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Number 7. There's No Business Like Show Business. This one's a deep cut for even the most history-minded queens.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Not only was this Irving Berlin song already over a half a century old when it appeared on the first edition of All Stars, but they used the Ethel Merman version. Even if you know the track, the rhythm is not easy to master.
Yesterday they told you you would not go far.
Plus, it takes a queen with gravitas to embody Merman's distinctly powerful voice. Let's just say the learning curve is steep on a number like this. But you know what they say, a queen who doesn't know her herstory is doomed to lose an Ethel Merman lip sync. Number 6. Glamazonian Airways Parts 1 and 2. The 7th season of Drag Race gets a bad rap, yet it has one of the more memorable and successful casts the franchise has seen. The challenges, on the other hand, let's just say they were interesting at times.
Hello,
welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm Miss Valerie Valentine. I'm your economist/coach stewardess.
This early one was a good indicator of how bizarre things were gonna get. The queens were asked to lip-sync a bonkers in-flight demonstration that required them to land some arguably weak punchlines.
Looking for an exit. I'll make it clear. There are two in the front, but only one in the rear.
Many struggled, and even the ones who didn't are a little hard to watch. It's safe to say that Glamazonian Airways is not what you'd call first-class performance material.
There's a man on the wing of the plane.
It's a woman!
It's a man.
It's a woman!
It's a man.
I believe they call them drag queens.
Number 5, and I am telling you, I'm not going. Just in case you needed a reminder, this is a list of difficult performance songs, but not necessarily bad ones.
And I am telling you.
Case in point, and I am telling you I'm not going from Dreamgirls. Many have tried, but few folks out there can pull this one off.
And time, we've had so much to see.
The late, great Chi Chi DeVane was one of the talented few to absolutely slay this iconic belting extravaganza in the lip sync. She was so good, her opponent, Thorgy Thor, almost appeared to give up at one point. Given how raw and guttural the song is, you can't rely on anything but pure emotion and acting ability to do it justice.
There's no way I can ever go, no way.
Number 4, Coldhearted. Paula Abdul is an artist who can squeeze a lot of lyrics into a short amount of space. And this track includes a rap verse that is as complicated as anything in Call Me Mother.
He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes.
That Season 5's Coco Montrese literally pointed right at her mouth during the rap section just goes to show how difficult it was going to be. Her confidence was well-earned because she was flawless. Hey, she's not a lip-sync assassin for nothing. Still, we shudder to think how the rapid-fire lyrics would throw a less experienced queen completely off her game. Number 3, Malambo No. 1. Given the lip-sync song choices, we'd guess the producers were out for blood in Season 5. This one is especially difficult. Even if you speak Spanish, the mambo rhythm and the vocalizing Ima Sumac does at various points could catch anyone off guard. Fortunately, that was not a problem for Jinx Monsoon. Detox and her signature lip quiver didn't really stand a chance during the Week 11 lip sync. Make no mistake though, this is not an entry-level song. So, if you do decide to go for it, be sure you are ready to embrace the challenge, especially if it's outside your usual wheelhouse. Number 2, Mi Vida Loca, My Crazy Life. Pam Tillis's Mi Vida Loca is a great country song from the 90s. Cute in the best way possible. However, this is drag. Cute isn't the adjective we're usually aiming for.
If you're coming with me, you need nerves of steel.
We want big, bold, and gorgeous, which isn't always easy to channel with this one. Willem and Jiggly Caliente do their best to give it life, but it's a pretty boring performance, all things considered. They're not entirely responsible, though. The song has no huge moments built in, no drama, and not many obvious opportunities to play it up for comedy. Of course, therein lies the obstacle, because one must find and foster those things. Jiggly may have said it best, though.
Welcome to my crazy life.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Kitty Girl. The seasoned vets of All Stars 3 were shocked to learn that their final challenge would be one of the most ambitious in the show's history.
Know you're sexy and keep slaying the game. Make the world remember your name.
Not only did they have to create their own verses to RuPaul's Kitty Girl, but they also had to film a live musical performance. Pretty standard, right? Except this one was filmed in one continuous take. Any mistake would be magnified. Every move had to be on point. No editing could cover up the imperfections.
Meow, meow, savage beauty stepping out on a mission, get fierce, stay ready.
To make things more complicated, this number starts on the lot. The queens had to perform and eventually sprint across the entire soundstage before bringing it home on the main stage without missing a beat. That's not the kind of thing just anyone could nail.
No matter what you do, keep your head up, boo. Take it, girl.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.